I'm walking through a field and I'm in the middle of a big pool of light, and if I turn around, I'm right at the centre of the universe. I'm actually standing in a swamp right now. It rained very, very hard last night. I can look around and I can see trees, I can see a fence, I can see a stream. I can hear the sound of cars, but I can't see the road. I can see some sheep on a field on top of the hill, some distance away. These are all clearly visible to me. Beyond a certain point I can't see. Things dip over the horizon, or things disappear behind hills, or are occluded behind other objects. My vision is limited. And even when I look up, my vision is limited, particularly on a day like this, which is, as you can see, horrendously cloudy. These objects, I can see they stand out really clearly, and I do feel like there's something very solid about them. These trees aren't going anywhere. I can walk towards them, but I'm not going to approach them in that sense. They can't really approach me. I guess they're quite attractive, the trees. Some of them are a little bit ungainly looking. I'd have to work quite hard, I think, to be really moved by these trees. In fact, I think I'd have to work quite hard to be moved by anything really visual. Nothing at the distance is going to upset my equilibrium, really. I can find these things either beautiful or not beautiful, or somewhere on that spectrum, but I can't. It doesn't get me where I live. You know what I mean? It doesn't. They're not salient in a way which is going to make a big difference to me. They're not life-threatening. They're not going to kill me. These trees aren't going to kill me. In fact, nothing that I can see is going to kill me. I would have to, not directly anyway, I would have to project quite a bit to imagine something I can see killing me. Even if I saw something that was dangerous, like a car that seemed to be heading towards me, or a wild animal or something like that, I would have to project into the future to anticipate its threat. Because the sight of it alone is not threatening. There's nothing dangerous about looking at stuff. Nobody ever got killed by looking at something. It might be a precursor to something threatening, but that threat doesn't become real until it gets within arm's length, really. So I guess, like, from an evolutionary perspective, if I was to think about what I should pay attention to, I should be noticing these trees, but I shouldn't be terribly emotionally involved. In fact, I shouldn't really be completely emotionally involved in anything that I can see. I should be distanced, emotionally distanced from it. It doesn't give me pleasure and doesn't give me pain, at least not directly. I'm also, because I'm in this lit space and I'm seeing these trees, I'm assuming that other people can see them as well. There isn't anybody about right now. There was a chap walking his dog over there a few minutes ago, but he's gone now. So I'm guessing that if he looked in this direction, he'll be able to see these trees and see me and see my dogs as well. And, so this space that I'm in, this lit space of emotionally detached visual objects, is a shared space. I can share it with other people, and we can look at things together, and we can make some sort of agreement about the status of these objects and their emotional impact or lack of emotional impact, or make predictions about at what point they might become a threat or an opportunity, if ever. So there's something classically objective about these objects. Objective both in the emotional sense of me being detached from them and having no investment in them, but also objective in the sense that they seem to exist in a shared communal space, which is this space, which is brightly lit, and which I'm walking at the centre of, or constantly stepping into the centre of, I suppose. It does become a little bit different when I move towards one of these trees. And if there's any animals in here which were approaching me right now, that would be similarly different. I'm approaching a tree right now, it's a bit behind me so we can see. I'm approaching this tree right now. Obviously it's filling more of my visual field as I move towards it. I have to move around quite a bit now to take it all into my sight. I can't see it all in one at a glance. I'm very close up, I can't see the tree for the wood. And now I'm almost within hand's breadth of it. So I'm putting my hand out and I'm touching the tree. Here we go. Okay. Now I can grasp the tree. I can't grasp it all, but I can put my hand on its trunk here. It's a fantastic tree, this tree, by the way. Got struck by lightning and it's in pieces. But I can touch it now and I can hold its branches. Pull some of its branches off. I can do damage to it, Nick. Could do damage to me, I guess. If it got struck by lightning again right now, I would be in a lot of trouble, actually. So I can see that there is it has impact. I mean, in the most literal sense, really. I'm really close up to this tree now, and I need to pay attention to this tree. It's within my grasp, and I would be well advised to pay very, very close attention indeed to something that's this close. It could fall, it could push me off the edge of a cliff, it could poison me. If this was toxic, I would be in serious trouble right now, putting my hand in this bar. It could also offer real opportunities now. If this was an edible tree, which it isn't, of course, if this was an edible tree, I could satisfy myself. And if I was really stuck, I could even maybe take shelter in it. There's a rather beautiful burnt out section in this tree, as you can see. The hollow had been burnt out at some point. So it could actually offer me shelter, which a tree on the horizon or a tree at some distance away could never do. So this close-up tree has a significance and a salience and a relevance for me that distance trees never will. And the same with all objects, I guess. Again, from an evolutionary perspective, I would be really well advised to pay close attention to objects that are within my grasp. It's that stuff that can kill you, and it's that stuff that can feed you, and it's that's the stuff that you can have sex with, and that's the stuff that you can wrap around you if you want to keep warm. The stuff that you can touch, and that can touch you.